We'll be talking about clarity as a life skill.
Why is clarity so important?
Conducive environment means an environment which is favorable for my work. It will help to understand your map of the world, the right set of chemicals that will propel you to do the things and is opting the best possible option for him. A person knows, what am I doing? Who am I? That they don't want to mess up with their clear approach or the clear understanding of certain things. To optimize the things about you and around you. The reason is they are unsure about themselves. Hence, they will try to figure out the endorsement from others. That's why you'll come to know by the person's talks and the behavior that the person is very unclear inside, not putting the desired efforts. That's why because of something which is available for easy and something which is available from somewhere. Sit with the video, pen it down, put notes and analyze themselves first before analyzing someone else. Because once you are clear about yourself, you get the right to analyze someone.
Let your clarity define you. Hello and welcome everyone to this wonderful discussion about clarity. I'm Surabhi and I have author Rachit with me. Hi Rachit, how are you?
Hello Surabhi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
That's great.
So how this video will be different and why is it important to understand clarity?
Okay, in this video we'll be talking about clarity as a life skill and how it will be useful for the people and for others as well, to understand and gauge people, to deal with them. That's why this video will be very different.
Right, so can we start?
Sure.
So let's understand what is clarity. Webster defines clarity as the quality of being clear, such as quality of being easily understood. But I know, Rachit, that you have detailed and different understanding of clarity, and I would like to hear it from you. So can you please?
Yes, if you want to understand certain things, if they are very precise, it becomes very difficult to understand. And if you want to understand it properly, it has to be a comprehensive definition, an in-depth definition. That's why we have curated the definitions here, which talks clarity is an ongoing process and a quality of understanding, depth, accuracy, and completeness. The dictionary definition just talks about of being clear and being easily understood. But what we have added onto is understanding depth, understanding accuracy, understanding completeness of a situation, which comes by the following: comprehending information, ideas, or concepts. These three things which comes by the other three things. Combining these 6 or 8 things, you get clarity. This is clarity, the wider definition. Next, the quality of simplified understanding which creates simplified steps for short execution. We are not talking about simple, we are talking about simplified. There is a difference between simple and simplified, right? Simplified, which is made easier for you to do. So such understanding which might not be simple, but it is simplified for your understanding, which will create simplified steps, not necessarily simple steps, but simplified steps that will help you to do those steps for short execution, so that you take it to the finish line. This is the second definition. That's why we have detailed the understanding of clarity here.
Right. So clarity is such a crucial concept and it's very important to understand the importance of it. So let's move forward and understand why is clarity so important. Clarity helps to create a conducive environment to flourish. That's it. Will you please discuss about this?
Clarity helps to create a conducive environment to flourish. Conducive environment means an environment which is favorable for my work, favorable for my things, whichever I pursue. If I have clarity, I'll do whatever it needs to do, create an environment. If you have the right environment, you will flourish out of it.
Right.
Without the right environment, everything will become stalemate, everything will become stagnant. So for flourishing, you need to have a right environment, conducive environment, and clarity helps to create this.
Right, very beautiful. Next I could see is it helps to increase the performance in short time. Clarity is a silent language of confidence. It gives momentum and rhythm. So will you please explain a little bit about this?
Momentum and rhythm.
Yes.
Yes. If you have clarity, you will take certain steps, because if you see the path, you can take certain steps.
Right.
And gradually you build on some speed. You have a rhythm. You don't become cautious and conscious. But what happens is it becomes subconscious, unconscious. without being in that attentive mode. That's why you get that desired momentum and rhythm to do certain thing. That's why clarity will be very helpful.
Right. So this is such a clear understanding about how clarity gives momentum and rhythm. Next is it gives hope and confidence for consistency. It helps to understand your understanding. So this is interesting. Will you please discuss?
Yes. Understanding your understanding means every person on this planet has a different understanding of the world. We call it as the map, my map of the world. So if you have the right clarity of yourself, it will help you to understand yourself. It will help to understand your understanding, your map of the world, how you look at the world, and what is life according to you. That's why helping your understanding.
Right, very true. Clarity makes you feel calm in crunch and pressure situation. That is true. Next is having clarity helps to release proper chemicals for right functioning to reach peak performance. Yes, I would love to understand this point.
Yeah, very interesting point.
Yes.
If you are clear why is clarity important, you will be able to bring the best out from your body as well, which is the right set of chemicals that will propel you to do the things in the right path and keep you on the right track, in the right frame of mind. If the right chemicals are there, you will be able to focus on the positives, focus on the possibilities, focus on the haves and not otherwise. That's why to reach the initial performance state and hence reaching the top performance stage, clarity helps a lot because it gives you the right feeling inside, the calmness, the flow, and the positive mindset. Together, you can reach the peak performance.
Right. A right amount of excitement to start something, right? So that helps to release proper chemicals, right? So this is beautiful. Next is very interesting section that we will be talking about, and that is characteristic of a person having clarity and not having clarity. So let us start with the traits of a person having clarity. The person having clarity understand the opportunity cost more. This is interesting. Will you please talk about it?
Yeah, sure. If a person has choices, a person can give away the second option, the third or the fourth option to understand and to pursue the first option to its priority, because the person could understand how this option can be optimized as compared to the other option. If you're having clarity, it will show in the decision making, in the approach, that the person has properly weighed several options and is opting the best possible option for him and materializing those options and particularly that option to give the desired result. That's why the person understands the opportunity cost more and can definitely pursue the best option.
Right. This was very insightful explanation of this point. Next is proper estimation of possibilities, which is in continuation of the first point, I guess. Next is hyper focus on self despite the chaos around. So this I would like to hear.
Yes, you can see that person in composure. See that person is not ruffled by the things around, because a person knows what am I doing, who am I. That's why the person is focused on self, because everything happens from inside. No person or anything has more control as compared to the inner control. So the person knows the right approach where the control is and where the results will come from, which is inside. That's why the person have hyper focus on self, no matter what goes around.
Right. So this is very important aspect of having clarity, right? Next is have internal locus of control, peaceful and a calm communicator. So the person having clarity is a peaceful and a calm communicator. Enchanting smile is also one of the prominent indicator of a person having clarity. Next is ambivert personality with little more alignment towards being an introvert. This is interesting, and this is I would like to hear from you.
Okay. The person who's having clarity is more in himself. Okay. And he only speaks or she only speaks when they want to add something to their existing knowledge or existing domain, to add more or to understand the other flavors. Otherwise, they don't indulge or fidget with people or other discussions or arguments. The reason is They don't want to mess up with their clear approach or the clear understanding of certain things. That's why they be composed and they are in themselves. That's why we'll see them more of an introvert, less of an extrovert, but transferring their behavior as and when required.
Wow, that is good. Next is also interesting. High self-image and self-love, little less than self-obsession. So this is also I would like to hear.
Yeah, when a person has clarity, you will automatically feel that the person is very clear, because the person walks upright, talks clearly, talks short and simple, does not lengthen his statements. His explanation is pinpointed. He has a clear sense of understanding of self. That's why a very clear self-image. And once there is a clear self-image, you can have a very high self-image. A person is self-loving because of simplified understanding of self. And the person knows there is no point being unrealistic and becoming obsessed, rather than using yourself to optimize the things about you and around you. This is self-love to the peak, but less than self-obsession. Let the sanity prevail.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I should keep on listening to you. This is very beautiful explanation, Rachit. So now, after understanding characteristics of a person having clarity, let us understand how a person not having clarity looks like.
Okay.
The person not having clarity is quickly offended, very true. Confidently doubting oneself, seems lost, low self-care, low self-esteem. This is true. Tries to talk to everyone, anyone, seeking validation. So this is something which I want to understand more.
Person not having clarity will try to talk to everyone and anyone and will definitely seek validation. The reason is, you can see people who are always trying to share their ideas, trying to ask that will this work or not. The reason is they are unsure about themselves. Hence, they will try to figure out the endorsement from others. And if they validate it, then what happens is they feel good about themselves. That's why they talk to everyone and anyone without even judging that the person is worth talking or not. They are not able to figure out whom to talk also.
Right, very true. So next thing is, people not having clarity have excessive fear. Right, this is true. They have they underestimate or overestimate themselves. So this is something which I want to understand.
Okay, you will come to know that the person is not clear whenever you talk about certain things. There is unrealistic approach, something realistic line is there, and people are always talking big about something. So you come to know that he's talking illogical, and this is unrealistic. This is not possible. The way he's talking, the way his approach is, these things are not possible. And similarly, sometimes they are very conservative in approach. They will talk so less that you'll feel, then what's the point in doing this thing? If this is so pessimistic, that thing is so pessimistic, so what's the point in doing that? That's why you'll come to know by the person's talks and the behavior that the person is very unclear inside.
Right. Right, this is true. And you found such people, right? So next is, person not having clarity is a daydreamer, highly over ambitious. They can't walk the talk. They have underconfident eye contact, and they are over flaunting. They do big talks. They are full of excuses. They are argumentative. So this is something I would like to understand.
Okay, argumentative. You can find people around you, if they are so argumentative, they want to put a point. They are insecure about themselves. If you are insecure, if you are unclear, you will have a muffled or a hazy approach. That's why with their little understanding of things, they will argue on those things. It is always said, never argue with a fool. It is never said that never argue with a wise person, because a wise person will never argue. That's why people with less clarity are not that wise. That's why they're argumentative.
Wow. Next is, people not having clarity have low low self-confidence. They are all over the place, but nothing substance. So this is also interesting. Will you please discuss about this?
Yeah, these people who are not clear in their goal, what is life for them, what they want to do, they will try each and every possible thing that comes their way. And in this, what happens is, you'll find them in each and everything possible around you. And when you see them in their lives, you'll feel, what has he done? Nothing substantial, nothing to be known for. So, seen everywhere, but never in the bank balances.
Yes, this is true. This is true. So, next important characteristic of a person not having clarity is God-fearing, hoping to get lucky. They are not physically fit. They are slothy. They are manipulative, and they are opportunist. So, how opportunist is a characteristic of a person not having clarity?
Yeah. Again, I will continue the last point that we talked, all over the place, nothing substantial. A person who's not creating a way will just try to have something which is a leftover by someone. Like hyenas in the jungle. They pounce upon the leftover meat, the leftover flesh, the lion has left or the tiger has left.
Right.
So this is a quality of being an opportunist. You will be able to figure out such things that they might be happy or contented with a very small result or a very small share of something. Because they are not putting the desired efforts. That's because of something which is available for easy and something which is available from somewhere they don't know. That's why they are opportunists and they display high level of unclarity.
Right. So this has been such a beautiful discussion, Rachit, and I hope people who are watching this video, they might have identified few characteristics, or they might have identified, are they clear, or they need something, or they need some help to become to adopt this quality of being clear.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Hopefully they sit with the video, pen it down, put notes, and analyze themselves first before analyzing someone else. Because once you are clear about yourself, you are able to analyze, and you get the right to analyze someone else. If you don't know yourself, practically don't have a right to think about someone else. So start with yourself first. Be clear with that.
Right. I can definitely say that after watching this video, you must have got clarity about this crucial quality of clarity. Do like this video. Don't forget to comment about which traits have you identified for yourself. And thank you for being with us. See you in the next video. Thank you, Rachit.
Most welcome. Same here. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.